Fuck that! Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker! I'm gonna fight your fucking ass!
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you mean sorry, Daddy? What the hell did you do? Is Wayne Brady gonna have the choke a bitch?
Captain Picard.
Okay, Captain Picard is not gay, he's British.
Come on, make it flow.
Well, I hate to break it to you losers, but Han Solo's a bitch.
Oh. Tallahassee, you want to stick together, at least for a while?
Here's the deal, Columbus. I'm not easy to get along with, and I'm sensing you're a bit of a bitch. So, I give this relationship to about Texarkana.
Disturbance reported at the top of the Crown restaurant. Suspect is a male communist extremist armed with what appears to be a ketchup gun.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
And I'm Taylor.
Hey, how are you doing this week?
I'm freaking tired, man.
Hey, why is that?
A couple of reasons. Just getting back into the swing of things after a fabulous weekend, and then got vaccinated yesterday.
You gotta get vaccinated more than one time.
Well, for flu, you do.
Oh, you got a flu vaccine?
Yeah, I got flu vaccine, and then they're like...
Is that why you're autistic now?
That's what I've always been. You cannot destroy once was there. Something like that, right? No, so I was like, you know what? I probably should get vaccinated. It was just an overall health checkup. And, yeah, so I says to the guy, give me your vaccine. He said, okay. His name was Jim, and it was the back alley. And they had to put it in my butt, Cole.
Okay.
It's weird, but anyway.
Par for the course with you.
Yeah, so I was just feeling a little run down today. Yesterday I was fucking... I know you got home, and I was like, God damn, I'm so fucking tired right now. So tired.
I want to watch that Spider-Man movie with you, but...
I know I do. I want to watch it too. But, yeah, so... and then, you know, just recovering from the weekend, which we had a fabulous time in the great city of Minneapolis.
I had a better time in the city of St. Paul.
I think you're right. It was okay. You know,
it was a for the thing we went there to do wasn't like spectacular.
Sure,
we went because you had these leftover tickets from a Comic Con.
Yeah, so last year we weren't able to go, so we decided, hey, we'll go ahead and just make a trip of it. Really.
Yeah, so we went out there, and I don't know how long you spent at the Comic Con. But we had a 3-day pass, and I think I spent 4 hours or less.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. And it just, I don't know, the celebrities that were there this time around did not...
I didn't care. I don't hardly ever care about celebrities.
Sure.
My favorite thing to do at a Comic-Con is go find the artists and buy a print and get their autograph on the print, the comic book artists.
Yeah.
And there were 2 of them that I was like, okay, I know their work, and they were super hard to find. Most Comic Cons you go to, they have a thing called Artist Alley, where all the comic book artists are in one row, all right next to each other. You can find them easily. This was like a scavenger hunt.
It kind of was.
Basically, you and I split up. You're like, I'm looking for this certain sort of toy. You're looking for this artist. If one of us finds what the other one's looking for, let the other guy know. And I got a text from you. You're like, I found Hester, an artist named Phil Hester. And you found this dude for me, and he was the only artist in that area. Then you had to go and find a different artist in a different area. And
there wasn't really
hard to find.
Yeah,
people.
It was kind of convoluted as far as like what, I don't know. I always feel like they could spread the con out a little bit, you know, just by expanding maybe like a half. But I don't know. It didn't seem like there was a lot of like there was a couple of times I walked by. Like I guess the first night's usually not that busy. Then Saturday is fucking packed.
Yeah,
I was over it.
Friday was the majority of the time I spent there. It was not so busy. We walked in on Saturday, and felt overwhelmed just trying to walk down an aisle.
Yeah.
Like it was rough just walking from one area to the next.
Which is it's cool.
good for them.
Yeah,
that means they'll be doing it again. But I don't think I really care to go to another Comic-Con.
Yeah, I don't know. I like you said, I think we had more fun outside. And then I guess I wasn't too terribly thrilled with you know, I thought about going to a couple of panels, but I'm like, you know, I've done this before, and they always ask the same old questions. And if I really wanted to know, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling. I like going to the panels, but I just wasn't feeling it this time.
There wasn't very many interesting people there. They had the people from Kevin Smith's View Askewniverse, the Clerks movies, the Mallrats movies, and I just didn't have a lot of interest. I've watched the movies. I thought they were fun when I watched them, but I'm just not that interested in hearing about the making of the movie or
sure
anything like that.
I mean, and a lot of that stuff you could just watch on special features anyway if you really wanted to seek it out. But anyway, that was our, not to be a bummer.
Yeah,
and
if you've never been to a Comic-Con, they're always exciting the first few times. It's just you and I think we've been to so many. You've never been to the big one, to San Diego Comic-Con, which I really enjoy, but at the same time, I'm like, I got a notification on I could get into the registration for it.
Oh, sure.
And I didn't feel the need to fill it out.
But I mean, it's not just, it's like, I forget what it was. It was like $350 for the all weekend pass or something.
Uh-huh.
But then plus the, you know, then you got to pay for plane tickets and transportation and food, and you know, it's going to be a hefty sum of money by the time you're all done with it.
And I love taking vacations, and I wouldn't mind going to San Diego again.
But, yeah.
But I could just go to San Diego.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like I enjoyed, and you know, I guess part of it too was me not being in. I haven't been to a metro like that since, I guess, Vegas, if you want to consider that a metro area, you know, but
like a big city.
Okay. Yeah. So it was really great to be, especially Minneapolis. Minneapolis has such a special place in my heart. I love that city. I love St. Paul. And having not been there for a few years, I know you had mentioned that it was getting kind of stale, you know, going there. But having not been there for a few years, like there's some shit that's popped up since then.
I have very mixed feelings about it. Like,
sure,
I love going there to watch the Minnesota Wild. That's my hockey team.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go somewhere else to watch the Minnesota Wild at this point.
Yeah, just checking out different cities or whatever.
I feel like I like Minneapolis, but I feel like as far as larger cities go, they have some of the worst fucking food. I'm never
impressed.
No, I'm never really that impressed when I come back.
Sure.
I'm never like, oh, I had this really great meal. Every now and again, and then like when I do find a place where I'm like, oh man, this was really good. By the next time I come back, it's always closed. I don't what was it? A Mediterranean, Middle Eastern sort of place we went to.
Mm-hmm.
Went there. It's like, man, we come back and the place is closed. That Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
Came back. They had closed a week before we got back. Like, that Italian restaurant I like to eat at after I go to hockey games in St. Paul.
Gone.
Like, I don't think I had a great meal one time when I was out there this time.
Oh shit. I would say the best meal that I had, which kind of surprised me, was at the Mall of America.
We had to take a side trip. Whoa, my left ear just kind of went out for a second. We had to take a side quest because Taylor's girlfriend wanted him to get some Japanese shampoo,
something like that,
at the Mall of America.
Yeah.
And so we wound up there, and she gave us a suggestion for a place to eat.
You took offense to the robot waiter.
It's a fucking sushi place where they put sushi on a conveyor belt, and then robots come and serve your beverages. And I like look in this place. I'm like, nah, I'm out. Like, I ain't doing this fucking shit. It's all gimmick. Sushi isn't that great to be like.
I like sushi.
There was a time when I was like, yeah, I'm down with sushi, and then you're like, it's all kind of the same. It's it's all kind of the same. You can go to a sushi restaurant here in Bismarck, North Dakota, and get the exact same shit in fucking Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Pretty much, I guess, unless it's going to be like the chef is going to make it right in front of you. And
I mean, even still, you're paying for the gimmick. You're not paying for the quality of the food. Like,
I think you're wrong.
I mean, maybe you're paying if you're like right on the ocean. You're getting the fresh seafood right
Sure,
out of it.
but
like,
even then, you probably
it's
don't want.
Midwest sushi.
That's a good name for a band.
It is, man. You should give me credit too.
I'm gonna text my other bandmates. Be like, got the name Midwest Sushi.
Yeah,
that's more of a ska band, I think. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, but it's
that's a mariachi band.
Yeah.
No, not a mariachi. Damn it, that would be that's
a polka band.
That'd be
polka
Midwestern taco.
Midwestern taco.
That'd be a mariachi band.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. The best meal I had was at the Mall of America.
Yeah, you talked that up a lot. My what the heck? It keeps going out.
I got you.
Yeah, you were talking that up. You really enjoyed that place.
Yeah, and not that I enjoyed the place so much because it seemed like the service was a little shit.
The service was awful.
Everywhere we had gone, the service was kind of shitty.
There was the best service we got was at bars that were serving food.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
That most of the actual restaurants we had shit service.
Yeah, the first one, the guy was just fucking
on his phone
dinking around
the
on his
entire time.
phone. And it's like, okay, bro, we're ready for our goddamn entree now. Come take our order. And then, but yeah, the kimchi burger, the food was awesome at Crave. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then, yeah,
and to me, I was just like,
it was fine.
It's fine.
But then that evening, Cole, we decided, hey, let's go get some pizza. So we decided one of our favorite restaurants in town, the Nicolette Diner, had moved, and I saw that there was a pizza place that moved into its place called Mother Cluckin' Pizza. And that Mother Cluckin' was a motherfucking weird guy. So we sat down.
Taylor's really had a dislike for the pizza. I didn't think the food was that bad, but the server
was on meth.
On enough meth that he was so drunk that I thought he was speaking a foreign language to me at first.
He was just sort of like,
he was so drunk, like I couldn't believe he wasn't passed out, but he also had enough meth in him to keep him going.
So we sat down, and I said to the guy, asked us if we want something to drink in his own way, and I said, yeah, I'll take a Miller Lite. And he said, I'm sorry. I said, okay, well, whatever. And then he looks at Cole, and he said, I'll take whatever you have, like Coors.
I said, I'll take a Coors Original, and if you don't have that, I'll take a Budweiser.
And then he says, oh, sorry, we only have local beers.
But I didn't understand it the first two times he said that.
Then he walked away. And
yeah, he just walked away and come back with 2 beers.
Because he asked for a beer list. And I thought for sure, yeah, he's going to come back with a beer list. But then he just comes back with 2 beers. What a nice guy. What a fucking nice guy.
So then I says, if you got pizza by the slice, you could get it for $4.50, and you could get a second slice for $3.50. So I said, I'll take 2 slices of pepperoni pizza. And so the manager was actually, I think he was the manager or the owner.
Oh, yeah. Then
the guy who seemed like he was in charge comes back about 10 minutes later with some pizza. And he goes,
vegetarian?
Here's your vegetarian pizzas. And Taylor looks at the guy. He goes, he ordered pepperoni. And the manager's like, you could see just disappointment on his face. And he's like,
he's doing the guy a favor by giving him a job. I think.
So I think he really was just trying to look out for that dude by giving him a job. So he goes, I'll get that taken care of. He goes back. Now we got to wait for our pizzas again.
Yeah.
And I says to Taylor, I go, when our pizza gets here, I go, we got to ask for the bill, and we're gonna get out of here. And Taylor goes, oh, okay. So they bring our pizza, and Taylor goes,
I'll take another beer.
I'll take another beer. And forgets to ask about the bill. So we eat our pizza, and we're kind of sitting around. And finally, I'm just like, I walk up to the guy that I think is in charge. I was like, dude, my buddy ordered another beer, but we don't want any more. We're just going to head out. Like, can you just bring us our ticket? The guy's like, yeah, no problem. I'll take that first round of drinks off. Because
our
there was
only round.
But I think the the meth head had rung up 2 rounds of beers.
It drank them.
And so he took off the first round of drinks, and I still wound up paying for our the only round of drinks we had. And I was, at this point, I was just like, I just want to get out of here. So I had no problem paying for the beers I drank. We got out of there and went to a very cool place.
Yeah. So we went to, see, I was really confused because I was trying to find, I typed in Lit, and it's this, they were talking about that it was this brand new pinball bar. And I was really confused because the logo looked a lot like Tilt. So I was wondering, and it was the same concept. It was just pinball. And I was really confused. And I was just like, what the fuck? I don't understand. So on the way there, I'm reading about it, found out that yes, this is a new location, a new name. And
Tilt was fine, but
small.
It was super small, and it wasn't that cool.
No.
And we walk into this place called Lit, and it lived up to the name.
It was
like
lit.
We walk in, and there's just the nicest people working there.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of food. They got all kinds of drinks. They got a DJ who didn't suck.
Yeah.
And, like, he was actually playing music that was really good, and he wasn't trying to make himself the center of attention. And they had all kinds of pinball games.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is, like, unlike Craftcade, these machines worked.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, man. I am always down to pay to play video games, no matter at what point. So we'll talk about the other place that we went. But you paid there, too. You paid a flat rate. But as long as you're paying for shit, I'm all for it if the stuff is working.
Yeah.
You know, I understand the gimmick of the Craftcades, like, oh, a bunch of free video games, but I also want to play them, you know? So if that means that I pay like a premium, then I'm glad that the majority of the machines are working. But yeah, Lit was fucking cool. A lot of pinball machines I had never played before that I thought were really cool. Newer ones, mostly newer ones at this location.
And actually, a lot of times the newer pinball machines just aren't that great. But the ones that they selected for this place, they were actually pretty fun.
Yeah, the Stern pinball games are always, or pinball machines are always fun. But there's this other company. I think it's called New Jersey Pinball Company, and that was the same people that did the Wizard of Oz.
I don't like that one.
Sure. But I mean, they've done The Hobbit. They've done a few different ones that they did. I don't know. They just had a really cool vibe to them. Up at I don't know if you played in that upper level.
Yeah, I did.
By the bathrooms. There's this one weird machine that had something to do with like people from outer space or some shit.
I don't think I've
It was so cool. It was so fucking cool. And it had such a cool vibe to it, you know? I don't know. Fucking great. And then I like that they've retrofitted a few of the old machines. You know, you had like Monster Bash. You had Cirque du Soleil, I think it's called, or Cirque something. One of my favorite pinball machines, but they've retrofitted it and made everything just pop with the color and with the lights. It was so cool. It was a great bar. Highly recommend. And
that was the best food I had all weekend too. And
it was really
all we
good.
had was a Chicago dog and cheese curds.
Oh, those cheese
and that
curds are
Chicago
awesome.
dog was great.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Tasted like a Chicago dog. Fuck yeah, they had the actual sport peppers and shit. There's some places that, I did give it one demerit, Cole, because it didn't come on a poppy seed bun.
Yeah, but I mean,
That
you
was
could
still good.
actually smell the celery salt coming off.
Oh
of it.
yeah.
I mean,
Great dog.
was it a wonderful, wonderful meal? But for a bar like that, it was above and beyond.
Like you get that. I mean, you get great service, great drinks, awesome time.
How nice was that girl too?
Oh, she was so funny. She was great, and she gave me a free beer right away.
Yeah, because she fucked up because I asked her for a lager and I told her that she said we got hams and this other shit, and I said not a hams. That'll give me a real bad hangover. For some reason, when I said that, it stuck in her head, so she poured up hams. So you walk up to the bar, she's like, "Hey, I got a free hams."
I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll drink hams all day. I
Yeah.
love hangovers." Oh fuck.
I don't know. I had a really good time there. That was your idea to go there. There's this thing Taylor does. I don't know if he does it on purpose or if he's just so fucking awkward that he just accidentally does it, but he always makes it seem like him and I are gay partners.
Oh, did I do it this weekend?
Yes.
I don't even.
That's not even the worst part of it. Like, so
I'm just not even doing
so
it
like
on purpose now.
we go like the other week when we were at the Prog and the hostess is like, how many? And you're like, oh, 2, but I think he's already here. Oh, there's my man over there. God damn it, Taylor.
Okay,
so
what did I do?
we're walking
I'm
outside
excited.
at Tilt, and on the way to Tilt, Taylor sees an ice cream shop, and he's like, he knows I don't eat dessert or ice cream or none of that shit, and he's like, hey, can we go there later? I was like, I mean, you can, and I'm just gonna get a lift home. Like, no, I'm not fucking going. So we walk outside. We're going to get a lift. And he shouts to this group of strangers, like a large group of strangers, like, hey, or he's like, this guy won't even take me to get ice cream. I'm like, okay, cool. You just made it sound like I'm your boyfriend again. And I'm a shitty boyfriend who's fucking controlling you and what you can and can't eat.
Oh, they're like, you don't look like you need any of that, buddy.
Oh, my God, you're a dick.
Oh, fuck. I forgot that even happened.
Totally accidentally, but you are.
Completely forgot about that one. Oh, fuck.
And we, next night, we really didn't hang out at the Comic Con that day. We went to another sushi place that was
so
a conveyor
funny.
belt thing.
That was the best. Another shit day of service, huh? I mean,
The girl was fine, but then the fucking dick on the way out.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to walk out the door, but, like, these selfish motherfuckers are just blocking the door, and I can't get out.
Yeah.
And this server walks up behind me. He's like, hey, this is the one place we ask people not to stand. I'm like, I'm not trying to stand here. Tell them motherfuckers to get out of my way, asshole. What a piece of shit.
Oh, that was so funny, dude. And it was already, listen.
I was already in a bad mood from the meal.
Yeah, you were.
And that just set me off.
I liked it. I liked the food. I thought it was good. I thought it was good sushi.
It was fucking sushi, dude. It was Midwest sushi.
That's a good band name. That's an awesome band name.
I don't know. So we went from there, and then I don't know if there was some dicking around with Elijah. Kept on convincing us to go do something he wanted to do, and we weren't having it. And
he was just taking in the con, man. He was taking it all in,
Yeah.
and we were like, we're in the city. We're gonna go to
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
We're gonna go to a place my brother told me about.
But before that,
what
it was the Malort. We had Elijah.
That was the night before.
Or was it?
Yeah. We could talk about the drinking a little later.
Sure.
We went to. Oh no, that was that night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
So-
Taylor bought this shit called Jepson's Malort. It's very awful. He's talked about it on this podcast before.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
It smells like nothing, and it tastes like fucking dog shit.
I mean, it doesn't taste. It tastes like I said. The best way I can describe Malort is if you go to a Macy's or something, and you walk in, you say, "I want to try your perfume.
I want to drink it."
Yeah, you spray it directly in your mouth. It's so fucking awful, dude. It's terrible.
Yeah. Nancy said that's the first time she's ever seen Elijah take a shot and immediately chase it with a beer.
It's so funny because I love how Elijah takes a shot too. He's like, "That's pretty good." He's pointing like, "Give me something to drink. Give me something to taste this shit. Chase this shit." Yeah, it was awful. So yeah, we ended up after that we ended up grabbing a lift and heading on over to
Can Wonderland.
by a suggestion of Cole's brother.
Yeah, he went to Minneapolis a few months ago, and he got back, and immediately he's like, "I found a place that you would love."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's it like? He's like, he goes, there's a beer wall, there's food, and he goes, and there's mini golf, and all the holes are designed by local artists.
Yes.
He forgot to mention they have potato guns that shoot golf balls. They have this room wasn't open, but a room where you can just smash glass, and they have all kinds of new ass video games and a shitload of old like 50s carny video games.
Yeah, like
old school shit.
Right. And the only other place I had seen stuff like that is at the Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas. So
yeah, and they had shit that the Pinball Hall of Fame would never have because it wasn't pinball.
Right. So I get there and the lady's like, it's
2.5 hours.
Well, first off, she says it's 2.5 hours to get in, and I'm like, shit. And then I'm seeing that they're charging people to get in. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, really?
No. 2.5 hours to play mini golf.
Play mini golf. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I hear that like, oh, you got to pay like $15, $12, whatever.
She said, I think it was $14.98. It was a really weird number.
Yeah, like,
under $15, but really close to it.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I got to pay.
And she goes, yeah, but once you get in, that gives you access to all the video games.
And I'm like, okay. And then I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit, there's a ton. There's way fucking more than I thought there was.
What was odd, too, was you could just see down that one hallway, that there were video games down that one hallway.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'd take a right, and there'd be a room that was kind of hidden off towards the back, and there was more over there.
Right,
Then
right.
you go fill up your beer, and then all of a sudden you realized, oh, shit, there's way more video games over here, too.
Yeah.
That's where all the crazy carny ones were.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
all the really old school shit.
It was so fucking cool, man. And but then the place just kept going, you know.
Yeah.
And then I look around the corner and there's another. They called it the Blacklight Room, and there was
what? I didn't even see that shit.
Yeah, we went in there. There was that weird game with the rocket and.
That's where I lost my phone.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, fuck! There's even more here, and there was even a little bit of a section that we didn't get to.
Really?
Yeah, because there at first it was closed off.
Oh, closed to the public because of that
There was
private
a
party.
Yeah, but then they had opened it up later.
Really?
Yeah. And
Fuck.
I didn't get back there to see what they all had, so I was like, shit. But that place just kept going. And then after we left, right? Then that's when you told me about the fucking glass room that you break. I'm like, there was that too?
Yeah, it was closed for that day.
So much, dude. There was just so much in there. So at first I was like, oh, $15 to get in, plus another 15 to play mini golf. This is fucking crazy, but it was so worth it,
Yeah,
dude.
Can Wonderland in fucking St. Paul. If you're out in that area
dude. And then
and you don't go, I mean, just get your life together, man.
So I had already got admission, and I went up to Cole and I said, hey, it's 2.5 hours before we play mini golf, but I said, listen, this is gonna be so worth it. There's so much to do in here. This will be it's gonna blow by.
The time we got to the end of that first room, I was kind of worried. I was like, it's been about an hour. I'm going to get sick of these games. And then we found that other area. Yeah. It's like, this is going to work out perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what? The one place where they got to step their game up is their merch game.
Yeah.
They had cool shirts, but they were just out of regular sizes. Like,
yeah.
It was all smalls or like XL.
Yeah, I'm wondering they must like be in the middle of a restock or something, because I'm guessing that they've just sold through their shit. Because that fucking cool, man. So goddamn cool.
I had a blast there. That was probably my favorite part of the weekend.
Agreed. Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
It was kind of between going there or trying to get tickets to a Minnesota Wild game.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I really want to check this place out. They really sold it.
Yeah.
And
he
actually undersold it.
I think he did.
No, most places he oversells shit.
Yeah.
He undersold it.
I thought for sure. I mean, the mini golf looked fucking cool, and that's why at first I was a little like, "Oh fuck, I gotta wait 2.5 hours, and I gotta pay to get in. Like, what the fuck?" And then I'm seeing all the shit that there is to do. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is so fucking cool."
The potato guns that shot the golf balls.
Oh, that was so
how fun was that?
But like I said, like this place was just this fucking. I mean, it is a wonderland for you to explore and just find different rooms and shit, and then. Well,
it's a giant playground for fucking immature adults like us.
Yeah, and then I peeked over and I saw that there was like a little window that you could jump into.
Yeah.
You could shoot your friends with golf balls. It was fucking cool, man.
Yeah, there's a little box you can stand inside, and then your friends can fucking shoot golf balls at this plexiglass right at your face.
And I'll tell you one thing. I didn't really think that. I mean, you shoot the golf balls out and they fly and they hit stuff, and at first, you don't really think that they're flying very fast, but then they would ping off of something and
you'd hit a giant metal bell. It would ring that bell and it would ricochet backwards at you.
Smack that plexiglass so fucking hard.
Oh my god, it was cool.
Damn, that was a good time, dude. Fun fucking time. And I wasn't even that drunk there. I mean, I had a few to drink, but I was not even that.
Yeah, because I came back and I had a lot more in the lobby.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I brought down a cooler.
Oh, in the lobby that night.
Yeah, they had that gigantic fireplace. I brought down a cooler.
Yeah,
and I moved a chair, and the security guards yelled over to me. They're like, "Hey, you're gonna put that back when you're done with it." I was like, "Yeah, of course, man."
Of course. What do you think
I was like, "I'm even picking up my garbage."
And
then they were cool with me for the rest of the night. So.
Yeah.
The only reason I went back upstairs was because I had this. After you went upstairs, this guy came and talked to me, and he was just like this compulsive liar. He was he started talking to me, and he's like saying, yeah, I just got back from this business trip. And he's talking about how he's a car salesman in California, but he lives in Minnesota. And like, he owns like 3 dealerships out there and how much money he's got. And if you said anything about anything at all, he was like an expert, but he couldn't really fucking give you details on anything. I don't know. It was fucking awkward. So he asked me for a beer. I gave him a beer, and I was like, yeah, I'm on my last one. And then I just come upstairs. I'm like, I'm done.
Fuck this guy.
So earlier I mentioned I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Minneapolis, St. Paul. More so with Minneapolis. But the beggars there are fucking aggressive.
Yeah,
like
are.
More so than when you go to other places.
I suppose, yeah.
Like when I was in Las Vegas, you'd have people asking you for stuff, but they're kind of stand there, you know, and they'd have their sign, but they chase you down in Minneapolis. Like they come up to you.
They want your money.
They really want to tell you their stories too.
Yeah,
but I don't know. And like if you give one person something, others are watching, and they're gonna come up. Like I gave outside of that sushi place, I gave a lady some cash. And then this dude in this like really nice hat and really nice like everything was all clean, like it was washed today, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was Chicago Blackhawks gear. And you know, I know how much hockey clothes cost, you know, like sweatshirts and stuff like that.
Shit's expensive.
And it's expensive, and he comes right up. He's on a bike too, rolls right up next to me. He's like, "Hey, can I get some money?" And I was like, "I don't have any cash," which he knows is a lie. Yeah. Or like, I only carry cards, I don't carry cash, because he saw me give the lady shit, you know, like. But no,
you should have said, "Ask her."
Yeah, I don't know. There was the lady that walked up to us, and she started telling us her sob story about needing to buy her grandson something gift for her birthday, and I just cut her off. I was like, hey, I will give you $1 just not to tell me your story. Like, that's worth more to me.
No, I'd just beeline it. Don't make eye contact. Just keep moving along. I don't have to hear it. Don't care. Moving along.
I don't know.
Paul's a nice guy though. That's why he gives.
It's much more aggressive though. Like I don't mind giving people money, but I don't.
Like
I don't want.
It would be one thing if it was somebody that was just sitting on the corner or something. Mm-hmm. But these guys, yeah, like you said, they're costing you. They're walking up to you to talk to you to get some fucking money, man.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Well,
making an honest living.
That girl that chased me down when we were there the one time when she's like, you know, I get some money for the bus, and I was like, sorry, I only got 20s. Like she chased me down, like
yeah, she wanted her fucking money, dude.
And then I told her I only had 20s, and she got deflated. That was funny.
Fuck. Should have given her a 20. You should have asked her if she could break a 20. Next time that happens, be like, yeah, listen, I'll give you $5 right now. They're like, really? Yeah. But you need to be able to break it. All I have is a 20. So give me 15. Know.
But the other thing, though, is there's so many nice people out there. Like
there are.
Our entire hotel staff. Like those security guards that like were asking me about putting the chair back. Once I told them, of course, I'll put it back. And I kind of said, you know, and we're going to pick up our garbage and all that. Like they were so cool after that, you know, like. The lady behind the first day when we checked in, the lady behind the desk, I went up to her a little later and I asked her for where do you like to eat pizza around here?
Oh, yeah.
And she just lit up just to be able to tell me, well, I like this spot, that spot, and like I don't know, I have a great time with the people out there. When we were in Lit and you started talking to those two that were near us.
Oh yeah.
They were. I seen them a few times and they. Hey, what's up? You know, like, because I just randomly run into them after you talk to them. They were really engaging, just really nice people out there. But then there's absolute psychos. You know?
It'll happen.
Like that Lyft driver we had.
The first one?
The one whose bumper was basically glued on.
Right. And then you saved my life, Cole. You told me not to cross the street. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Taylor starts walking across the street. He's got the red light and a don't walk sign, and there's people coming. I'm like, Taylor, get back here. Like, what the fuck?
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they wear make-believe jerseys.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sometimes we wear make-believe hockey jerseys. I don't know. I had a much better time than I anticipated having.
Yeah, for sure. And I think next time we go to a Metro, it might be Denver. I think it'd be cool to check that out, just because I've never been. Actually.
I know they got a bunch of homeless out there. Hopefully they're not nearly as aggressive. I would love to go to Denver. I've never been there.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
What was the other? Taylor kept looking for we got into the state, and Taylor kept on looking for an ATM that worked, and I kept on looking for tomato juice or V8. Every gas station we stopped at, the ATM machine was broken.
Yeah, so
we went to gas stations, liquor stores, and grocery stores, and they did not have tomato juice or V8.
So weird.
And I was like, God damn it, this state is hell.
This state is
no
hell.
Tomato juice.
I mean, ever since COVID, man, we can blame COVID.
I don't know. I had a great time. It was a wonderful time. It was just minor inconveniences, and I was making them out to be a big deal because it's kind of fun to do that sometimes.
It really is. It is fun, like to once a little minor inconvenience, but then it just seems like it snowballs, like you said. It's just like every time you try to do it. I don't know. But anyway, anything else you want to cover, Cole?
Matthew Perry's dead.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Not a huge loss.
For you, maybe.
All right. Let's end on a downer and a joke.
All right. For Comic Can Coozie, I'm Taylor.
I'm Cole.